What you're looking at is one of my favorite optical illusions. It's called the checkerboard illusion. And the checkerboard illusion asks the question, which square is a lighter shade of gray, A or B? Now when I'm looking at this, I'm saying definitely B is a lighter shade of gray. And you probably agree with me, it does look like a lighter shade of gray. But as I said before, this is an optical illusion, and the fact of the matter is both A and B are the exact same colors of gray. Now some of you are going to believe me just for telling you that, but others might require some proof. So I'm going to see if I can give you some proof. And by the way, when somebody gives you some proof, that doesn't make it true or make it false. It either is true or it is false. Proof is simply our way of trying to explain it to others and explain why we believe the way we do. But watch this. I have here a square, gray, just a cutout square. And you'll notice if I put that over A, it looks the same color shade as A. I put it over B, it looks the same shade as B. And that's because they are indeed the exact same shade of gray. Now some of you might still think I'm doing some sort of magic trick here, or you think it's because of the shadow. Well, if it was the shadow of the boxes, B would actually be a darker shade. But for those of you who are still wondering about that, I have cut out some squares on this white piece of paper. And if I put that over the checkerboard, you can see that A and B are really, truly the exact same shade of gray. Now some of you might still be questioning and thinking it has something to do with the boxes and the shadow. Well, the thing is, there is no shadow and there are no boxes. You say, well, I see them, they're right there. Well, no, actually, that's another optical illusion, because what you're looking at really is just paper.
I hope you enjoyed the video you just watched. Now, I'm sure some of you may be wondering why in my campaign to become the next representative for Minnesota 6th U.S. Congressional District, I would show you the checkerboard illusion. Well, I did it for a couple of reasons. One, I wanted to explain that for the last 40 years of my life, I have made my living by performing magic shows, promoting kindness, and promoting reading in schools across the Midwest. And it's a job I've absolutely enjoyed. The other reason I wanted to show you the checkerboard illusion is just to show how easily it can be for us to be fooled. And to point out that, when we see things differently, it's not necessarily that we're right. We could all agree with something and still not be right. That doesn't make us liars or dishonest or untrue. We're being true to what we know. We're being true to our perceptions. And the boxes at the end, how they weren't really boxes, but just a flat piece of paper. Well, from one person's perspective, they could look at it and see that it looks like boxes. But if you were standing in another part of the room, they would see it for something totally different. So we have to be open to listening to each other. And that doesn't mean we agree with one another. It just means that we're open to trying to understand how it is that somebody sees something from a point of view different than our own. And who knows, that may be that we will end up changing our views, or perhaps if we understand how somebody else thinks, we can explain why we think things are a little differently. This name calling that we have going on in our society and how we call people fools or liars or whatever else, it's not helping us. That old saying that, united we stand, divided we fall, is a true saying. And I think my years of being a magician and looking at things from just a little different perspective, trying to understand things, knowing that somebody that looks at a house from the front yard is going to see a different building than if somebody was looking at the same house from the back. I mean, it looks different, but yet it's still the same house. And so I really believe that as a society, we need to come together and try to understand each other, and then to work out laws that we can agree with together as far as how we want to govern ourselves. Well, if you believe that I would be the type of person that would be a good voice to add to the team, and it is a team, it's not one person who's supposed to get to tell everybody else how to think. It's not one party that's supposed to be able to just take control and tell us, everybody, this is how we're going to do it. But it has to be a group of people that really see themselves as coming together as a team to understand each other to make these laws. If you feel that my being part of that team would be good for the country, well, I hope that you will like this video. I hope that you share this video. I hope that you like my Candidate Curtis Hed Facebook page, that you'll visit my website, and that you'll share this with other people, because it's not like this is something I really, really want to do, but I feel that my voice really would make a difference. So I thank you. I hope again that the video was enjoyable, and you have a great day. Thank you much.
We are us.